Governor Robert Bentley wants lawmakers to look at operating a lottery in Alabama. He's called the legislature back for a special session next week to deal with funding shortfalls and says a lotto may be the way to go. But what do Alabamians think about the governor's idea to use a lottery to fix the general fund budget crisis? News 5's Emily Devoe has the results from our latest News 5 strategy poll.
Most Alabama voters say they'd cash in on a lottery if it showed up on the ballot, according to our latest News 5 strategy poll.
I think Alabama ought to have a lottery just like Florida has a lottery.
It's a way past due. It depends on what the money is going towards.
That's the million-dollar question, and support for a lottery wavers depending on where that money goes. When it helps fund education, a whopping 81% of voters we polled said they'd support a lottery. Strategy analyst John Gray says that's partially because that's what other states do with their lotteries.
I think it has to do with the ideology of the voters and what their perception of a lottery is. As I said, 90% of the lotteries in North America fund education. Georgia, Florida, Louisiana.
But education isn't what Governor Bentley has in mind. He wants the money to go towards fixing major general fund shortfalls like funding Medicaid. And support for a general fund lottery is still there,
I'd still vote for it.
but not as widespread.
I'll vote for it, but I'll vote for it diligently if it goes towards education.
65% of the voters we polled said they'd still vote for it, and 35% said they wouldn't.
I think any lottery you put on the ballot is going to pass. The problem is getting it on the ballot.
That's because lawmakers have just 8 calendar days during a special session to pass a lottery bill. And we all know how long it can take for politicians to get on the same page. So waiting to see if a bill makes it out of the session in time for an election seems to be the biggest gamble. In Mobile, Emily Devoe, News 5.
Now, we polled 4,000 registered voters statewide, and the poll has a margin of error of just 2%.